Good evening, brothers, sisters, and gender norm resistors. It's time once again for some more of the Outer Worlds with me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That is not where that should be. What the heck? You should be... No, god damn it. You should be... are supposed to be down here. Why did you move on me? Gotta love when stuff just randomly moves on frickin'... There we go. That's pretty close. I want you. There we go. That should be good. All right, so yeah, last time we got out into the open, wide galaxy. We got to meet the broker at Sub Rosa, and by doing that, we also got our next companion. So now we have somebody from the Earth Directorate, we have somebody from ex-Anti-Cleos, and now we have somebody from the Protectorate. So yeah, we're kind of like gathering people from all factions and just like creating our own little thing. We still need to go to the actual monastery and talk to whoever it is we're supposed to talk to there. I don't remember. But anyway, with that said, let's jump into the game, shall we? All right. We also have a sniper rifle. Now, somebody did mention that we can say display from damage to DPS. So now if we take a look, we'll see that, this does 11 DPS. This does 20 DPS. So damage per second. Now it is a slower, I'm pretty sure it's probably a slower reload. I mean, we have less bullets. But it does, it does do like almost twice the damage. Plus we get 250 stealth multiplier because of all of our stealthy type stuff. Let's see here. Oh, right. Experimental biomass converter. Eating food and drink while Inez is in the party has a chance to give you crude biomass for crafting. Or experimental drug conversion. Eating or drinking with Inez in the party grants a small amount of inhaler charge in addition to normal healing. You know what? We'll take that one, I think. Alright, and Tristan, you can do explosive. Every 3 melee attacks by Tristan activates the hammer's grenade, dealing bonus physical damage in the area of its targets. Or we say Juggernaut. Enemies are more likely to target Tristan, and hostile effects on him last half as long. Okay, we'll take that. Shield of the Law. When choosing to start a fight using dialogue, Tristan will always taunt enemies in addition to any other speech attack effects, causing aggression, forcing the afflicted to attack or beg for mercy. When choosing to fight using dialogue, Tristan will always frighten the enemies in addition to any other speech effects. Okay, targets flee combat for 8 seconds, does not affect auto mechanicals. I think we're gonna cause them to flee. Beg for mercy. All right. Now, apparently, really, was that really necessary? All right, but yeah, apparently the switch puzzle, we'll get to that later. We still have a lot of stuff to get, like a lot of stuff to get. The Voyage of the Vox. Station archives achieves perfect liftoff. Communication stage begins long planned foray into space for research purposes. The grand plan, right. What, we still only have 4? Yeah, we still only have 4, so we need 3 more. Now can we look at our companions here? Yes, we can. Okay, so Niles can do spotter. While exploring, Niles periodically calls out enemies he spots, revealing them on the minimap. He also makes it more difficult for enemies to spot you. Or scrapping engineer. When Niles is in the party, containers have a small chance to contain a large cache of scrap metal. I kind of like that one better. And Valerie, you have salvaging tools, 20% chance to double items on breakdown. Or integrated mag pick repair. Ooh. I like that. Alright, so we need to go to Dorado. Excuse me, Inez. Hello, Christina. Welcome. Alright. So I think we're actually gonna take Niles and Tristan this time. We're gonna roll out with the boys.
That tremendous statue is of Matriarch Alexandra Varick, founder of the Protectorate. I'm shocked the traitors haven't defaced it.
Well, maybe she realized the grand plan and said, hey, you know, we can calculate things a whole lot better than, you know, not. Alright, so let's take a look at our map. We're just going to go ahead and go down to the station entrance directly. Remembering the Sovereign's family, may they rest in perfection. Yeah, you're kind of creepy, guys. Alright. Alright, so where are we going? Okay, we are following... Alright, we're following this line. This road, I guess. Does not look like a very...
Please, somebody help us! Anybody, please!
Hello?
Finally! Some help! We desperately need aid. Desperately! My family and I, we was making our way to the Mercy Camp for us refugees. We were set upon. My wife, my son were injured. Can't move them by myself. I had to leave them just past this tunnel so as I could go for help. But being alone is even more riskier. The Varachnids, I chased them off, but they'll be back. Please help us. Ain't nothing I can do for them, but you got weapon and medicines and can get us to the camp. Please.
How badly are they hurt?
I don't... Very, by my guess. She was bit on the thigh, high, like, can see bone. Or maybe white means infected? She's screaming all the time when she's awake. Then she goes to sleep. She in agony. And my son ain't waked since the attack. Hurry, please. We must hurry or they'll be eaten. Or worse.
Right. I'm... Very well, lead the way.
Thank you. This way.
What is the DPS? 54 DPS. Okay. So yeah, I'm not too sure about this. This sounds like a trap.
might tangle-footed. Better sit down before I... Huh?
None shall stand against us! I am primed to punish.
Get the green...
You're hurt, Commander. Steel yourself. I despise asking for it. And yet I must.
I'll find... Let me know when you need a distraction. Nobody around. Show yourself. Give me the
You have my thanks and my hammer.
All right, so where did he go? I don't know where he went. Or was he part, or was this really just, yeah, I'm beginning to think this was just, he was luring us into a trap. Plan is good. We killed a lot of dumb people and take their stuff. It's hard sometimes to talk smart. Taking Adrena time makes talking good easy, but after Adrena time makes it even more harder. So need more Adrena time. We just gotta move, find new people to steal from. Order guys, Auntie's guys, or angry order guys are all hard to fight. New people's is easy. Just need to find a new place to catch them when order guy's not around. Yeah. This new good plan. We scrappers can do this. Just got to keep talking smart and keep dumb talking scrappers back for ambush. Yep. So yeah, he was literally just part of the bullshit. I figured as much. It's like the way he was talking and he was like, "Oh, hey, so yeah, my wife isn't good. My boy is he hadn't waked up. And it's like, damn suspicious. And it was. But they fucked with the wrong people. Wow, and they just load up the bodies into tram carts, basically. All right, there should be a couple parts or buildings or something up here. All right, let's get back on track. So yeah, it should be this road here should be taking us up where we need to go.
Seems the Order was not prepared for such an influx of refugees.
Yeah.
Another refugee? Just a moment. Allowing anyone into Matriarch's mercy unprocessed will upset the precarious ratio of refugees to aid. We should have an opportunity for placement in approximately 7.85 days, presuming no unforeseen alterations.
I'm not a refugee. I'm here on orders from Ruth.
Ah, I seem to recollect one matching your description set for arrival. Pardon my slowing your ingress. It has been rather hectic of late. Welcome to Matriarch's Mercy. Rule number 1, no crowding. Rule number 2, avoid the exclusion zone. Our seer has predicted non-specific imminent danger.
What is the exclusion zone?
I thought the name was self-explanatory. Our seer predicted that a corner of the encampment is in terrible danger. Danger from what? Or when? Unclear. Stay away from it, and, in all probability, you won't have to find out.
You people sure take your predictions seriously.
Our predictions spring from the universal equation, the very numbers that guide the stars. Only a fool ignores probability, and we don't suffer fools around these parts.
I thought refugee encampments were supposed to be safe.
Safety and probability are incompatible. Eventually, nowhere will be safe, including here.
Is there a rule number 3 I should know about?
Not at present, but according to our predictions, the creation of a third rule is likely, if not inevitable. That's enough questions. Keep the line moving. You need anything, talk to Seer Wiley. He's in the lift building, straight through the settlement.
All right.
I remember this place before the war. Functioning tramiculars. Peaceful silence of the canyons.
I can't recall the last time this region was silent.
You there! Cease rifling in your colleagues' pockets or else! And you, no jostling!
Calculating the position of every atom in the universe, we can predict the future, control reality, and ascend to a state of virtual
Hey, no
dominance.
causing trouble, mister.
Ruth Bassar is the first among equals of the Laureate Council. She will raise humanity to perfection.
I'm sure she will.
By the law. It's you. Oh,
I'm
thank
sorry,
the
me?
architect you're finally here. I've scarcely breathed while hoping you'd come. I am in desperate need of your help.
You want my help? You don't even know me.
True, but the Order's predictions know you better than you know yourself.
Right. I've heard it all before, but what does that have to do with me?
Recently, I had a rare opportunity to ask the Seer for guidance. He told me that a dashing outsider would answer my prayers. I feared the prediction was a fluke, but here you are. A dashing outsider standing before me.
Are you hitting on me? The Order devised an equation that calculates the unknowable? How's that possible?
Strictly speaking, it isn't. Not yet. But the math is very, very, very good at predicting what is probably most likely extremely possible. In theory. Within a margin of error. Anyway, that is the Seer's business. My business is the health and welfare of this camp.
All right, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Where to begin? There are so many sick and wounded in Matriarch's mercy, and I have but 2 imperfect hands. I am but a humble general practitioner. What I really need are specialists, and the Seer predicted an outsider would find them.
Very well, I'll find your medical specialist, as was foretold.
My thanks, stranger. Probability is on our side. The Seer gave me a datapad with explicit instructions that I not read it, for my intervention could only throw probability into disarray. Now, take the datapad, with my thanks.
What do you make of the conditions at camp?
As a doctor, I'm appalled. We don't have enough beds or private quarters to separate people, so sickness is blazing an unhappy trail through the refugees. Of course, the Order keeps us well supplied with meds, but things will get worse as long as we're overcrowded. Yes, I can treat sickness as it arises. It would be leagues better to prevent it entirely. That means space to spread out.
Anything I can do to assist with
Since you
that?
asked, you can run this medicine to Horst Lambing. Just don't shake the man's hand. He has a habit of coughing into his palm when he covers it at all. Since
Show me
you
what you
are a
have to say.
refugee, I hope you understand that I cannot offer my goods free of charge, but my prices are fair.
Well, that's good. Pinnacle Perfume Micro heals 450 health over a duration. Ooh, okay. With only a toxicity of 60? That's not bad. Extra primer port. I'm in agent number 7. All right.
You're right. The universe does not orient itself toward fairness. But it's my firm belief humanity can do better.
All evidence to the contrary.
Ah, you must be the, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Your punctuality is commendable. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Ridge. I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability?
Oh, no, thank you, but I couldn't possibly indulge when there's mischief afoot.
Sensible. Straight to business, then. The presiding bishop sent word of your imminent arrival. However, pursuant to our normal standards of compartmentalization, she was scant on the details of your mission. That said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. So, tell me, what brings you to Golden Ridge?
In a word, revenge. I'm hunting a woman that nearly killed me. Augustine de Vries.
De Vries? Now, why does that name ring familiar? Landon, do you recall a De Vries?
I don't generally concern myself with passers-through. If this De Vries was not a member of the Order, then it's unlikely we ever exchanged mats.
She's not of the Order, but one of her associates is. Victor Clemens.
Victor Clemens, some kind of radical. What an absurd notion.
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged datapad. It's difficult to imagine him capable of worse.
A friend of the traitor I'm after said that she and Victor had a secret contacts within the Order.
And that may well be true. But our standard of proof within the Order is not normally met by hearsay alone. Victor's currently supervising highly experimental research at one of our labs to the northwest, the Enray Range, beyond the invaders' front lines. Unfortunately, you'll need to go through the decommissioned autonomous extractorium to reach it. That path is less than safe, so I advise caution.
Can you be more specific about the threats I'm facing?
Besides the highly caustic Zeranium River and the Mantisaurs, we've also received reports of mad cultists in the area. It does
great.
make me wonder why Victor decided to stay.
I'm sorry, mad cultists? How can you tell the difference between them and you?
Rift worshippers spouting inane theories. They began showing up prior to the invasion. The first sign of dysfunction in the Protectorate always starts small, doesn't it? Loath as I am to admit it, there may be some merit to your worries over a conspiracy within the Order, whether Victor is involved or not. As my predecessor would remind me, denying unpleasant facts is not good science. I would be remiss if I failed to support an investigation.
Glad we're on the same page. Now, how can I return the favor and help you?
No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Auntie's Choice base, Outpost Opportunity. It came from one of our facilities, the Zeranium Manufactory. But that facility is intended for research, not military action. I hate thinking an Order member responsible, but given the precision of the attack, it does suggest traitors in our midst. It would undoubtedly benefit both of us to root them out.
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Would an internal review of our ranks not be more appropriate?
Our tensions, and now here I thought we were all getting along.
Choosing levity at a moment like this is only further evidence of your lack of good judgment.
I don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend, but the presiding bishop made the determination to send the agent to us. It's best we trust her calculations. Moreover, our situation is growing increasingly dire. I can't overstate my fears concerning this most recent attack ending the ceasefire and reigniting the war in Golden Ridge. One more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence, but if you could also render aid at Outpost Opportunity on our behalf, such a gesture might preserve the peace.
I guess we could. Thanks for the leads. I'll look into all of this.
I knew I could rely upon you. Ruth wouldn't have sent you otherwise. Here, take this writ of investigative inquiry. It'll grant you access to the manufactory. Seer Wiley and I will conduct our own inquest into these traitors you've mentioned erstwhile. We can compare notes once you've returned with your findings.
I have a few more questions.
The path to true erudition is an abbot's moral duty. Whatever I can tell you, I will.
What's the story with the giant statue?
That is a statue of the matriarch, Alexandra Varick, Arcadia's founder and for whom the monastery was named after. Regrettably, Alexandra Monastery is closed to non-order members at the moment, given recent troubles. But perhaps Seer Wiley can give us an estimation of its reopening.
Oh, certainly. According to my calculations, the monastery will be accessible to certain members of the public shortly.
Oh, good news indeed. Oh, you really must visit. The observatory is a true sight to behold.
That's nothing. He didn't say. Oh. I know she referred to Wiley as a seer. What is that?
A calling for those with a greater than average talent for mathematics and computation, particularly in the field of predictive analysis.
Fascinating. That talent must come in handy.
Seer Wiley is being too modest about his contributions. Many in the Order rely on seers for their indispensable counsel.
Right.
I myself would be lost without mine.
So you're friends? Colleagues?
Both, I should hope. We've been collaborating for many years, and, plan willing, for many more to come. Especially given how very uncertain life in the colony has become.
Having someone who can predict the future certainly comes in handy with a war on.
Indeed. I needn't educate you on what you can see with your very eyes. There is a great deal of pressure on me to navigate what is a rather novel situation. Without Wiley, I dare say our predicament here would be even more precarious. Many lives depend on him, on us both. Why, Matriarch's Mercy would not be the refuge it is without his predictions shepherding its development.
Thanks for filling me in. I'll be on my way. So right, we need to. Let's take a look here and see what we've got. So we've got the Zeranium Manufactory. We have the in-ray range and the take the Abbot's message to the outpost opportunity. Right, and that was it. That was what I was thinking of earlier when we were talking to the doctor. There was this automechanical that we were like, hey, we could do something with this. All right, Codex, log, Seer's prediction. Though you may be a stranger to these lands, you shall help us by locating medical specialists essential to the health and well-being of Matriarch's Mercy. Be they formally trained or unconventional in approach, rest assured that they will be welcomed with open arms. A taxidermist, a savant with a needle and thread, can be found in the bounds of Matriarch's Mercy. An automechanical that has fallen prey to scrappers is located to the west in the Guardian's estate, and a plumber, a specialist a specialist in the most depraved and yet essentially biological functions, is currently in the trenches of combat. Okay.
Where to first, Commander?
Well,
Commander. Enray range, Zeranium manufactory, or outpost opportunity? Being this close to DeVries, feels like we're finally on track to set the universe aright. Anyway, need something, Commander?
we'll talk later.
Where do we go now? Another refugee camp? Another colony?
I predict with an 8.23 mark.
All right, let's see here. So we were supposed to... All right, let's see here. Right, the murals.
3 margin of error.
We're not going
Our
anywhere.
situation will improve.
Not on the basis of some half-baked prediction.
You don't even know
This so-called
multivariable
exclusion zone is where we stake our claim. Stand with me in defense of freedom.
Right. All right, now I'm curious what's up.
A visitor? Hello. You weren't mentioned in my latest personalized order prediction. Granted, I mostly skim the parts what don't cover probabilistic dangers, so perhaps you were alluded to in some, roundabout fashion. Suppose that means you're not a threat. So that's good, right? Yeah, I reckon that's good.
You're fond of these personalized order predictions, are you?
I'll say, I try not to make any big plans until I consult my latest POP. First time I got a POP, it was on a lark. It said, Rollo Nast, our seer has predicted you must wear a helmet today. I borrowed one, as a laugh. Everybody ribbed me about it. Just after lunch, wind picked up on the cliff above and dropped a mock apple 152 meters straight down onto my head. Fortunately, I still had that brain case on.
That could just be a coincidence,
Sure,
couldn't it?
but I've had 9 POPs so far, and at least 3 times, something similar happened. Avoided drowning in a culvert, sidestepped my mantisaur allergy. Forget the other. Things like that just illustrate the fragile nature of human existence, especially here in Golden Ridge. My co-occupant Ike had a POP done, had told him avoid liquids for 48 hours. He ignored it. Later got drunk, passed out, drowned face first in a puddle of water.
So you have had 10 total predictions and only 4 have come true. That's not a great that is not a great average, sir. Their forecasts just seem impractically vague to me, I guess.
You did catch the part I said they'd save my life, right? I think alive is a notable improvement on dead. That's something you can take to the bank, Figuratively speaking. I don't know why the other displaced have been so slow to take to them. But I'm not complaining too loud. Waited for my latest POPs long enough already.
All right, what is up? All right, so there's beds there. Ooh, hello. All right. So that's why they're trying to keep them out, is because there's some nice stuff back here.
What caused the schism between the Protectorate and the Order? The Consul.
Broke my nose last scrap. Or, I guess Raleigh Dortmunder did, huh? I still don't get
This
any of
is truly a misbegotten settlement. Criminals are allowed to operate openly within it. Architect's mercy.
Hi.
Greetings. What can I help you with? Let me guess. One of your co-occupants is always hanging up his or her britches in your corner of the yurt. Am I right? Or you're
no.
dealing with more of a stay off my palate or that's my air you're breathing sort of thing. Hmm? Pray elucidate the exact nature of your tiff of contention.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you don't know already? Allow me to explain what we have on offer. Here in Matriarch's Mercy, if you're not a member of the Order, you're probably living close to somebody else. In some cases, sleeping on top of them. Sort of thing tends to cause friction between neighbors. Would lead to fights, but nobody here wants trouble with the Order. So they hire our hooligans to battle by proxy.
So they fight using What is that, Saul?
Half the time, people shy away at the first sight of blood. The other, that's what they're there for. We say whoever wins the fight wins the argument. But frankly, it's never anything of consequence, like, okay, hurrah! This guy gets back his mangy button. Now, how can I help you exactly?
I'm just window shopping proxy altercations today. Sorry. Well, actually, I came to ask about the situation at the camp, but you answered it very concisely.
Clear out then, huh? Can't have you scaring off real customers. I got a bunch of yeggs, 2 pugilized pugilists, and a cicada to feed.
So, yeah, you've got the masks. And there's, you know, somebody who's very... People that are marked, you know, that are just marked as as being a part of Sub Rosa. But I'm not seeing any, like, the Sub Rosa rows.
You got business? No? Move on.
I helped an agent of yours in Farfield. She promised me I would find friends in Sub Rosa.
You the fixer-lyncher aide to Agent Galloway? Don't suppose you got that crawling hibiscus she promised to sneak me, huh? Forget it.
Crawling
hibiscus. You can come in.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
You're the one that aided us in availing Sub Rosa of a rather large shipment of Spectrum vodka, yes? Agent Galloway is slightly less trustful than most feral canids, so winning her over speaks volumes of your character. Consequently, I'm pleased to present you purchase access to my fine wares. It's fortunate you're no stranger to contraband.
Well, let me see
Feast
what you
thine eyes
got.
on the merchandise.
I have the acquiescence, adaptive engineering. Okay. You have 2 of those, I see. That is nice, but I'm gonna need to harvest up some more money before I can purchase anything like that. Like, yeah, we shoot on site. They said usually it's supposed to be like, there's supposed to be a...
Don't feel like no stand-in.
A rose.
Sure is sore.
Like, kind of like the furthest on the furthest on the left on our HUD here. That's supposed to be their emblem.
Ow.
All right.
Wait. Don't tell me you're one of those drones from Auntie's Choice.
Easy, friend. We're all in this together.
You just keep your distance.
Well, I wasn't actually wanting to come down, but all right, fine.
Oh, try not to get too close. My sinuses are stuffed up, my ears are backed up, and my guts are gurgling. I could burst at any moment. Every fluid from every orifice. So keep your distance.
Good news. Doc Hollis Beardsley asked me to bring you some medicine.
Law, finally. Real relief for my fake symptoms. Let's see it then.
What's it worth
well,
to
ain't
you?
This healthcare in a nutshell. If it's bits you want, you can partake of what I scrounged together on account of folks taking pity on me. You have my gratitude, stranger.
Look, you even said that you're all right. Cool.
You too. Trust me, you don't want to catch this. Neither do I, for that matter.
Yeah, you're not even sick, dude. You fucking told me you weren't even that you weren't sick.
Algorithmic dissonance? Don't even like the sound of it.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
The very idea of between the invaders and the order
All right.
defecting, there's no putting this rat back into the can.
So we want to come over to here. Well, the good news is we've already crossed the crossed that path. With our silenced thing here, we should be a lot more deadly at long range. All right, so we want to come in and up. Is there actually, well, see, there's a broken road, but I know that that leads through some not so good stuff. Like, I know there's a minefield up in there. Pretty sure we've already checked that out. You look like you've seen better days, Mr. Resident. That's a stylish hat. Can I have it? That's just a stylish outfit, period. Kind of like that. Almost like a bounty hunter type look. Although we do have... Let's see here. So this is giving us energy recharge rate. But I think we do have like yeah, police officer hat. Now, if we say gameplay, show player helmet, if we say show that, that is not the hat that that is not as advertised. There we go. Okay, yeah. All right, I will take that look. That is one sweet look. Long rounds I will take. And some dung, which is crude biomass. Doesn't get much cruder than that. Alright, so if we come over here and we tell this robot to go to Matriarch's Mercy. Much open space, too much open space. Do not like.
Prosecuting!
Whoa!
Help me out!
Knew you had my back. Where you point that thing?
I didn't hit you. All that for some mixed crackers. An assortment of mixed crackers. A bread worm. Okay, I do not need to know about a worm's, like, you know, prospects for having children. Alright, so yeah, it was this. Oh, we've missed a bunch of stuff here. Everybody should be dead. Still. Alright. You.
Warning. This artificial unit is in existential peril. Searching for navigation data back to Matriarch's Mercy. Null. Result. Error. Navigation systems offline.
Alright, you must be one of the medical specialists the seer foretold.
This unit is not programmed to respond to order prognostication. It is not a medical specialist. It is a specialized tool of medicine.
Alright, so what do I need? I would need a hack 8 or...
Searching for last known location of charging pad. Success. 1 entry found. Processing optimal path toward Matriarch's Mercy. Return sequence will be initiated once path is determined.
All right, so the doc needs help. You're going to do whatever you can for them.
Clarification of purpose confirmed. This unit will arrive at its destination with 0.02% higher efficiency. Thank you, qualified engineer.
Hey, it's no longer assumed qualified engineer. I read the prediction. I read the prediction. Damn it. Where was the taxidermist? Savant with a needle within the bounds of Matriarch's Mercy. All right, so we need to get back across the goo field here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, so we want to go up to the end range. Random scrap metal. Alright. So right, the only way across here is... Yeah, see, we can't get across here because... Jesus. Really? What are you? Heartless Lephoria? Okay. What is... I don't know what that is, but... Alright, we might be able to get across using that, through that building. I think that's where the cultists are.
Have you read any worthwhile periodicals of late?
I'm not much of a reader these days, though I do have a few worn issues of Commander Zane and Buddy I like to flip through every now and then. What about you? What's an Arbiter read in his off hours?
Oh, nothing you'd be interested in. Protectorate periodicals about being loyal subjects and the like. Upholding the sovereign. Nobility and all that.
Sure. I suppose Honor's captives could conceivably be about honor and restraint. Like the cover of that one myself.
This war has wrought many terrors upon Golden Ridge. Cultists are one of the more insidious terrors.
Thanks. Decommissioned autonomous extractor room. What, are you leading me here, buddy? What the fuck?
Mediating lethally.
Okay, so I hit one of them with a fucking bullet, and he just kind of like, and he's no longer like worried about me, apparently. All right, be quiet, boys. Oh, there's a lot of nasty people out here, huh? Wasn't expecting to one-shot him, but all right.
I shall not stay your execution.
Villains abound. Be on guard.
Enough of that!
Ooh, some snack cakes. I like snack cakes. What kind you got?
Don't make me bury another agent!
Just shut up. Good. Bullshit! Where the fuck is everybody? All right. Jesus. All right.
Not walking this off. Stand me back up.
Fucking really?
Knew you had my back.
Get your ass up, you dumb clown.
How are you still upright over there?
Gotta take the scope, scrap their bones. Get a tree to tie.
You have my
Dress
thanks
up, soldier.
and my hammer. At your word, I shall charge.
No suspects in sight. Rosie, my injuries are not superficial.
Jesus fucking Christ. Are you kidding me?
Got my time?
It seems the Order was unprepared to receive refugees in the sheer numbers they have. Theories cannot stand against the crew, but it is the refugees that arrest my attention more than their would-be handlers. Any who leave the Protectorate fold deserve punishment.
Seems to me they suffered enough.
Only through loyalty can we end further suffering, not by surrendering to our foes.
Easy for you to say. You were trained to fight. You know the risks.
If Arcadia faced famine, I would pick up a trowel. Expecting a common subject to aid in Arcadia's defense is no different. My feelings aside, I shall not judge them, owing to our bargain. But I cannot promise my duty shall not win out in the future.
Never mind. I think I... Oh, that's just a sprat. Okay. So yeah, the trenches, huh? Right, T. That's just a flywheel. Okay, good. So yeah, somebody's in the trenches. I mean, I guess I only needed to get one of them. Danger, liquid uranium. Yep, I am aware of this. All right. All right, so now we are experiencing... All right, let's go with the toxicity drain. Higher toxicity drain. Oops, paintballs? Look like paintball hits. Alright, I don't think we can really get up all the way. I think we're going to have to go through. You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We are all in this together. While technically correct, I'm not, you know, it's, yeah. I'm not a fan of all the shit that they spew out. All right.
Cowards! You've never bested me without subterfuge! Unhand me, and I'll show you how a true acolyte fights!
Subterfuge are eroding our mechanicals. Thank you for your previous correspondence, Auto-Contriver. We have upgraded the fans in the extraction room and installed a new control terminal on our oversight catwalk. But the silicate pump seals continue to fail. As an ancillary benefit, the new ventilation has greatly increased the dwell time for workers operating the machinery, even making it safe to occupy the space for short periods without protective equipment. Unfortunately, this does not help us with our rapidly degrading pumps. I have a genuine fear that this facility will fail before it meets the Sovereign's extraction goals. May the light of the Protectorate guide us all. It continues to be problematic. Firstly, as a fellow subject, I appreciate the observation that my previous correspondence edged perilously close to subversion. I have contacted Sentinel Yardley and referred myself for mental refreshment. As I await the Sentinel's arrival, I must again call attention to this facility's inability to withstand the rigors of constant uranium exposure. This afternoon, we had the connections on part of our catwalk fail, and inspection of fasteners showed clear signs of corrosion. While the Sovereign is inerrant in his plan, we must at least consider the possibility that the contrivers advising him that it was safe to leave open access to the Zerentium River were less so. If we're faithful and unquestioning... Alright, let's see here. What is it? ZE3 decommissioned, operations transferred to ZM7. I'm pleased to report that a grievous oversight of former Superintendent Chadwick have been extensively cataloged. He has been extracted by Sentinels, and all operations have been relocated to Zerentium Manufacturing 7. It is unconscionable. It is an unconscionable failure that Chadwick allowed this facility to deteriorate so egregiously without addressing its many dilapidations. But Manufactory 7 is more than capable of handling the increased load that decommissioning this facility requires. He told you everything that was going on. It is always tragic to see a subject fail in the simple duties entrusted to them by the sovereign, yet the protectorate abides. Alright, yeah, that was it. Seems a partially disabled autodock. You might be able to salvage parts. Yeah, but I don't have enough engineering or anything like that. Alright, so somebody's found the body.
Taking punitive action.
I would not refuse assistance. Both had to be done.
The fuck? Do you guys all just have like glass jaws or something? Fire starter, huh? Oh, Jesus. What the hell?
I shall reduce them to a flurry.
Ready to waste it on your command.
Assist me, will you? My death would be a stain on both of us.
Okay, not sure how you did that, Niles, but good job.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
Cool. Storage room key. All right. All right, let's take a look at our food here. Or should I say, copious amounts of booze. All right, let's add one more to lockpicking. And actually, hold on a moment. All right, so yeah, we can do one more to lockpicking. Well... we could do 2 to engineering and just pick up. Yeah. That. Oh. There we go. Strip for parts. I was not expecting that many people to be in here, or, you know, but we didn't die. I mean, that is a plus, right? We didn't die.
Sounds pleasant.
Come on. We always meet pleasant people.
There best be a stiff bottle waiting for me if I ever manage to make it out of this barrel.
I believe I hear a cultist lying in ambush. Truly low, planning such in a place of rest such as this.
Everything must become nothing before it can become everything.
Oh no!
Hello?
No!
Is everything okay in there? Are you all right?
No, I'm really not. There was uranium on my hands when I came in here, and now it's... Why didn't I wash them first?
Oh, God. So you're saying you've got this, like, really nasty, intoxicating, like, toxic shit, like, all up on your... Oh. I suppose that's why folks usually wear gloves when they play with this stuff.
Thanks for the preposterously laden vice. How about you leave me to endure my pulpy penury in peace?
Or I could just put you out of your misery. Permanently.
What? No, that's not... Someone help me!
Commander, watch your vitals!
Right, exterior door. Alright, so I'm guessing the gal that's like demanding to be let out is probably up here somewhere.
Let me out of here! I'm here at the behest of the Exalted.
Okay, so we could have like
anyone who frees me.
Darnton fumes are on the extractorium floor continue to be sizable issue for our auto mechanicals. It seems no matter how well we try and seal the joints, the gas finds a way inside. Repair crew recommends we increase the airflow from the venting fans by at least 25%, or the fumes will continue to disable automechs at a rate we can barely match with repairs. Thank the law, we have these machines to do the work for us. I shudder to imagine what would happen if humans had to work down there.
The rest will die horribly, I promise you that! Hey, you!
Hello?
Let me out of here! Release me now, you traitors!
Can we chat?
Let me out!
Architect's balls! That was some fine killing! Would have preferred you'd left one or two of those traitorous miscreants for me to sharpen my blade on, but no matter. Serves me right trying to help those sorely lacking in the gray matter. But they rightly paid for their transgression. Betraying someone sent by the exalted leader of the glorious dawn herself warrants a painful death. Name's Aza. You are?
Commander Ollamh. What's a glorious dawn?
We are simply a group of enlightened individuals seeking to spread the truth of the rifts, despite our persecution by those who seek to keep the masses aimless and distraught.
And that truth would be?
The rifts only seem destructive because we are looking at them from the point of view of imperfect, mortal bodies. To be deconstructed by a rift is to be reborn in perfection.
And your now deceased fellow enlightened individuals betrayed you? Any idea why?
None whatsoever. All I know is that they were planning on killing me by filling my room with zeranium gas. I was here to help them scavenge for old order technology to further investigate the wonder of the rifts.
I always love some good revenge killing. Anything you need help with?
There is one other thing. I have similar business at the N-Ray range. These fools were only part of the contingent that betrayed me. I aim to see them pay the same price, though maybe with more disemboweling. Your violent tendencies could be of great help to me there, as I'm sure mine could be of service to you. If you deign to take me on, of course.
Sure. What could possibly go wrong? You know what? No, actually, I'd like to know more about you before I let you sign on with me.
I'm not going to wax poetical with you about my life while there's traitors in serious need of killing. All you need know is that I'm good with a knife. What do you say?
Good enough for me.
Nothing that will live to regret. But it seems like you've already a full contingent with you.
Yeah, you're right. Niles, go back to the incognito.
Sure, Commander. But I'd watch myself around this one.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go kill us some traitors.
All right. By the way, my people don't wear helmets. Well, they do wear helmets. The helmets don't show. All right. Let's take a look at the companions. Let's take a look at Aza. She can do Relentless. Every third melee attack from Azaza will automatically inflict stagger and death bonus damage and deals bonus damage. Or from the Shadows, she can choose Discretion over Aggression and attempt to flank weaker targets in combat. Volatile Bombs. The explosions caused by Aza's companion ability covers a larger range, allowing them to hit more enemies or strike from smoke. After using her companion ability, Aza deals bonus damage for a duration. Yes. We have Death Sentence, a really nice long rifle. And Zeranium filters. Zeranium poison is gained 50% slower. Ooh. I like that. A full ghillie suit. That's... You can't just say that it's a ghillie suit. It has to be detailed to whatever special, whatever terrain you're in. Like, leaves aren't going to do you any good if you're, like, surrounded by concrete and metal. All right. Yeah, Death Sentence uses short rounds, 37 DPS. Doom counter. When hitting a weak spot, puts the doom counter on a target. When the counter expires, the target takes extreme damage. Ooh. That sounds fun. Alright, so how do we get out the... How do we cross? Oh, I guess we go through this little thing area here. Sniper rifle, very nice. This looks like one of the terminals, which means there should be a mural here, right? Yes. All right. Well, now we just need to follow this path up north. We'll get to the end range. Somebody's roasting some sprat. Whiskey, black powder, I'll take. What the fuck was that? Ritual mask. Yeah, that's not creepy. Pick. Somebody was living pretty rough up here. That where we're going? Doesn't look quite right. Your electrolytes? Well, what kind of electrolytes? Alright, looks like we might have to go around and in.
Do you still consume Protectorate foodstuffs, or do you subsist entirely on empty prayers and human blood?
Mostly human blood. But from time to time, I still like to indulge in security frozen dinners.
Sincerely? Ugh. Every individual good of the Sovereigns is perfect, but I find that one the least perfect.
What? Arbiter Rao, are you denigrating a Protectorate product? You should report yourself for mental refreshment immediately.
She's gonna be a fun one to carry around, to have around, I can tell.
Initiate Carrington, audio log entry, 10. My orders were to watch for the enemy. Specifically, to never break line of sight to my assigned field of view. But I can hear them advancing along the shore to the south. It's fine. Others have been assigned that field of vision. This is the most efficient method of defense. Architect, they're getting closer. Perhaps I'm taking my orders too literally? I'll just... No. Trust in the equation. Trust in those greater than I in the order. I will keep looking forward for enemies from that vector. I am not afraid. I am not afraid. I have faith that the architect...
This one appears to have been too terrified to even look at us. I almost feel bad killing him. Almost.
Yeah. Man, the blind loyalty. Gotta love blind loyalty. That's just one of those. Yeah, you one dumb motherfucker. There are at least 2 people here.
Wrist weapon primed!
Malefactor ahead.
Either restore my life or avenge my death! I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Looks like there's a sneaky way in. And he was in a full ghillie suit too. It's like, oh, poor bastard. Didn't do you any good now, did he? Mess. Alright,
Damn it all.
so...
The door's sealed. We'll need to find another way in.
Well, that's easy. Easy to do. We already did find another way in. Alright, let's get on down and see what's shaking here.
Now this is just sloppy. If I wasn't already here to kill all these traitorous fools, I'd be forced to use 1 or 2 as an example to the rest.
Money. Alright, let's take a look around and see if there's anything else to pick up or any other ways. Any way to... Black powder, bypass shunt.
can hear those wriggly little grub fingers of yours. Bring them close so we can chop them off.
Stop your silliness, fool! The only ones losing body parts around here today are you and your traitorous friends.
Doors barred shut. Man, they Sentry blade. All right, where's Zane's blade? $31, $38, $38. Okay. In-ray scanner? My corrosion. All right, you have entered the in-ray. Search for Victor may continue. Strangely, the in-ray range seems empty, and the main entrance is still shut. Right, okay. Let's see what's up this way. Oh, hello. All right, maybe we won't go that way. Notice, the controls below are for use in case of a lockdown override. After taking all proper precautions to certify individual safety, operate 3 switches to open in the corresponding facility door. Note that activating any more than 3 switches will overload the system, prompting an automatic reset. Okay. Hawkswood's final note. It doesn't take a seer to predict what's going to happen to me. Even though I may not have been killed initially, the cultists wounded me, and badly. I fear my blood may stain this page as to make it illegible. Nonetheless, I shall do my duty. Let it be known that the in-ray range is nigh lost. Cultists of an unknown origin broke in and have begun destroying whatever they can find. Worse still, they've somehow become rendered out of phase and cannot be seen with the naked eye. If you are reading this, And the cultists remain. I beseech you to locate the... Locate something. So we can't see them? That doesn't sound good. That door is barred shut. Okay, so we need to figure out... So we need to figure out how to open those. This looks like it is all, yeah. Like that is just straight up electrical fire. Okay, but it's kind of going around in circles. So if we stay right behind it. There we go. All right, so... That is not by name. Right, now it might be by name. Okay, so we apparently need to figure out which 3 of these... One's still sealed. That ain't good. One is barred and sealed. Okay, so we need to figure out... Alright. Oh, see, we can actually kind of see it from here. Okay.
Surprised that the Order would contrive such an inane backup system. I hope we needn't solve a mathematical proof if one of us need visit the restroom.
Right, so yeah, it wasn't too bad. Christ.
Advancing to hasten their demise.
Fuck you.
How dare you attempt
Okay. Yeah, I can't see them. There's a bit of a problem when you can't see what you're trying to hit. Okay.
No surprise that the Order would contrive such an inane backup system. I hope we needn't solve a mathematical proof if one of us need visit the restroom.
I've eyes on a miscreant.
Oh, you don't.
They're around here somewhere.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think that's what they were trying to say was that note that I found was like, hey, we have a way of being able to see people who are out of phase, but you know, anybody who wants to do this needs to strange device. Yeah, like I think that's the key. Hastily assembles. Okay.
That's a Glorious Dawn communication device. Our cells use them to send and receive encrypted messages.
To battle! I am loath to admit I require medical assistance. I shall not stay your execution.
All right, messages.
Victor, I fully understand the importance of your work. This is exactly why I push you so. Your moral justifications for delaying your delivery are misguided. Dead is dead. What matter is it if their ends come in 1 minute or 3? If you seek to be humane in your duties, fine. So long as I get the explosives in time. But if we fail to act, the Order will be lost forever. Collateral damage was always inevitable, Victor. You knew this. And the longer you take in your laboratory, the greater your risk of being caught becomes. If that happens, you know what must be done. But I should remind you that such a failure will result in vastly more suffering for all parties involved. We need those explosives now, Victor. Let's finish this.
Wiley's calculations. Good news. Seer Wiley has passed along his latest calculations. I haven't had an opportunity to review them, but I know you usually prefer to substantiate the numbers yourself. I am confident Wiley's math is immaculate as always, but please contact me directly with any concerns or questions. All right. Personal logs. Wiley's. Earlier, the abbot sent me a message that he claimed was from Seer Wiley. I know Wiley, just as I know his approach to applied mathematical formula. With that familiarity in mind, I can say with confidence that these calculations were not written by Wiley. On line 136, there is an improperly carried 6. Halfway through proof 210, he seemed to start a completely unrelated proof, and the last 16 formula of the are completely identical. These mistakes are so egregious, they seem deliberate. What is the abbot playing at, sending me this? This must be some kind of a ploy, but what and why? I can't waste time focusing on this. I have work to do. Incident notes. Danger extreme. Logging while I have time. Facility breached by unknown agents. Not antis. Definitely not protectorate. Deluded and chaotic. Might be religious. Avoid at all costs. Experiment destroyed. Unknown agents afflicted by processed in-rays. Result unknown. Managed to salvage sufficient amount of out-of-phase explosives, but may need time for self-defense. For some self-defense. We'll need to find some way to recreate experiment. Okay.
Pendulous killing tool. There. Isolated. I'm just mysteries. I'm coming for you.
Yeah, you guys can't hit me when I'm in here, and you know, you're there's only one place for you to.
Now, let's wrap this up. Threaten one who welcomes obliteration. They disappeared.
Taking punitive action.
They're losing it. A glorious dawn for all is my gateway to transcendence. I don't see the key.
Lethally. Lethal measures at the ready, Commander.
Good job, guys.
True transcendence. I have power unto the architect.
None shall stand against us. You're hurt, Commander. Steel yourself.
Well, maybe if you guys would fucking do something.
Look at the sad little sprat in his corrugated metal cage.
Sharpen up. Hostiles nearby.
And come out. Prosecuting! Viscerally! I'm coming for you! Our commander hangs from a thread!
Yeah, thank you guys.
Moving to a shielded places are unerring. I'm coming for you. Find them. Your vitals look grim, Commander. Curse you for... Unleash my might upon them. I would need a target for that. I shall reduce them to a slurry. But they were meant to merge with perfection. I'm coming for you. Seeking cover. Return. Straight at them. You must keep your blood with. Advance.
Risk wasn't crime!
I'm coming for you.
Bullshit! How the fuck did he get through the door without...
Step aside. Swine, all on the wrist.
Yeah, this is just... Oh my god. So there has to be something that we can make. In order to be able to see them. Something we can make, something we can cobble together, something we can pick up. There has to be some way of being able to see them. But I'm just not seeing anything that we've got so far that, like, arsonist mask increases size. All right, let's go by name and see what we've got here. All right. So yeah, now the journal thing said that we should, you know, where was it? This thing, Foxworth's note says that there's, you know, the cultists of, okay, worse still, they've somehow become rendered out of phase and cannot be seen with the naked eye. If you're reading this and the cultists from it, locate the end. Couldn't have finished the frickin'. Order missive. Okay. So yeah, somehow we are supposed to be able to see them, it seems like. But I just don't know how. Unfortunately, we're out of time for today. So we're going to go ahead and just do a full manual save here. And we'll come back to this on Monday. So just like, because yeah, I mean, this is something I would want to go at fresh and new. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and end for today. As always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to prod that subscribe button. Don't forget, we do have merch like our, this actually is a shirt that's not released yet. It will release when Fallout Season 2 comes out, but we do have our Outer Worlds hats. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live and stuff like that, make sure to ring the bell. But also check out the social media links down below. That's our Facebook page, Twitter account, Tumblr account, Blue Sky account, and permanent invite for the Discord server, where I try to make sure to notify you guys of when we go live and stuff like that. For example, in about 2 hours, we're going to be back with more Power Wash Simulator 2. Then tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time, we'll be back with Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. And then at midnight, that following midnight, we'll be back with more Escape Simulator 2. All that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio!